Traveling is exciting, but unexpected events can quickly turn a dream trip into a stressful experience. That's where travel insurance comes in. In this video, we'll break down exactly what travel insurance covers and what it doesn't so you can make informed decisions before your next adventure. Whether you're planning a relaxing beach vacation or a business trip overseas, understanding your policy is key to peace of mind. Let's start by exploring the basics of travel insurance and why it's an essential part of any travel plan. Travel insurance is a type of coverage designed to protect you from financial losses and unexpected events while you're away from home. It typically covers a range of situations, from trip cancellations and medical emergencies to lost luggage. Policies can vary widely, so it's important to read the fine print and understand exactly what you're buying. In the next scenes, we'll dive deeper into the specific protections travel insurance offers, as well as the common exclusions you should be aware of. One of the most popular features of travel insurance is trip cancellation coverage. This protects your investment if you need to cancel your trip for a covered reason, such as illness, injury, or a family emergency. If you have to call off your plans, your policy may reimburse you for non-refundable expenses like flights, hotels, and tours. However, not every reason is covered, so it's important to check your policy for specific terms and conditions. Trip interruption coverage kicks in if you need to cut your trip short due to unforeseen circumstances. This could include a sudden illness, a natural disaster, or an emergency back home. The policy may cover the unused portion of your trip and additional costs to return home early. It's a valuable safety net, especially for longer journeys or trips with multiple destinations. Medical emergencies can happen anywhere, and healthcare costs abroad can be staggering. Travel insurance often includes coverage for medical expenses if you get sick or injured during your trip. This can cover doctor visits, hospital stays, and sometimes even emergency dental care. Some policies also include medical evacuation, which pays for transportation to the nearest suitable medical facility or back home if necessary. In severe cases, you might need to be evacuated to a different location for medical treatment or even repatriated back to your home country. Travel insurance can cover the high costs of emergency transportation, including air ambulances. This coverage is especially important if you're traveling to remote or less developed areas where medical facilities may be limited. Lost, stolen, or delayed luggage can disrupt your trip and cause unexpected expenses. Many travel insurance policies provide compensation for lost or delayed baggage, helping you replace essential items like clothing and toiletries. There are usually limits on the amount you can claim, and you may need to provide receipts or proof of loss, so keep your documentation handy. Travel delays are frustrating, but travel insurance can help ease the inconvenience. If your flight or other transportation is delayed for a covered reason, your policy may reimburse you for additional expenses like meals, accommodation, and transportation. Be sure to check the minimum delay time required to qualify for benefits, as this can vary between policies. Missing a connecting flight or train can throw your entire itinerary off track. Some travel insurance policies offer missed connection coverage, reimbursing you for additional transportation costs and sometimes even accommodation if you miss a connection due to a covered reason, like a delay or cancellation. Always check your policy to see if this benefit is included. Accidents happen, and sometimes you might be held responsible for injury or damage to others while traveling. Personal liability coverage in travel insurance can help cover legal expenses or compensation if you're found liable for an accident. This is especially important if you're traveling to countries with different legal systems or higher liability risks. Some travel insurance policies include accidental death and dismemberment (AD&D) coverage. This provides a lump sum payment to you or your beneficiaries if you suffer a serious injury or death while traveling. While no one wants to think about worst-case scenarios, this coverage can provide financial support for your loved ones in the event of a tragedy. If you plan to rent a car during your trip, some travel insurance policies offer rental car coverage. This can help pay for repairs or replacement if your rental car is damaged or stolen. However, there are often restrictions, such as the type of vehicle covered and the countries where coverage applies. Always check your policy details before relying on this benefit. Are you planning to go skiing, scuba diving, or take part in other adventure sports? Standard travel insurance may not cover high-risk activities. Some insurers offer optional coverage for adventure sports, but you'll need to add it to your policy. Always disclose your plans and check if your activities are covered before you travel. Most standard travel insurance policies exclude coverage for pre-existing medical conditions. However, some insurers offer waivers or special coverage if you meet certain requirements, such as purchasing your policy soon after booking your trip. If you have a medical condition, be sure to declare it and understand your policy's terms. The COVID-19 pandemic changed the way we think about travel insurance. Some policies now offer limited coverage for pandemics or epidemics, such as trip cancellation due to illness or quarantine. However, coverage varies widely, and many policies still exclude pandemic-related claims. Always read the fine print and ask your insurer about specific protections. Travel insurance may provide coverage if your trip is affected by terrorism or political unrest, such as trip cancellation or evacuation. However, many policies have strict definitions and exclusions for these events. It's important to understand what's covered and what isn't, especially if you're traveling to regions with higher risks. Natural disasters like hurricanes, earthquakes, or floods can disrupt travel plans. Many travel insurance policies cover trip cancellations or interruptions caused by natural disasters, but only if the event is unforeseen and occurs after you purchase your policy. Pre-existing events or known risks are usually excluded. Beyond lost luggage, travel insurance can also cover theft or damage to your personal belongings during your trip. This includes items like cameras, laptops, and jewelry. There are usually per item and total limits, and you may need to provide receipts or police reports to make a claim. Many travel insurance policies include 24/7 travel assistance services. These can help you find medical care, replace lost passports, or arrange emergency transportation. While not direct financial coverage, these services can be invaluable in a crisis and help you navigate unfamiliar situations. Now that we've covered what travel insurance typically protects, let's look at what's usually excluded. Most policies have a list of general exclusions, situations where coverage does not apply. These can include things like self-inflicted injuries, illegal activities, or traveling against government advice. Always review your policy's exclusions before you travel. As mentioned earlier, many travel insurance policies exclude high-risk activities such as skydiving, mountaineering, or motor racing. If you plan to participate in these, you'll need to purchase additional coverage or a specialized policy. Always check the list of excluded activities in your policy documents. Most travel insurance policies do not cover pre-existing medical conditions unless you purchase a waiver or meet specific requirements. If you have ongoing health issues, it's crucial to understand your policy's stance on pre-existing conditions and to disclose your medical history when applying. Claims arising from incidents where alcohol or drugs are involved are typically excluded from travel insurance coverage. If you're injured or cause damage while under the influence, your policy is unlikely to pay out. Responsible behavior is not only important for your safety, but also for maintaining your coverage. Leaving your belongings unattended in public places can void your coverage for theft or loss. Most policies require you to take reasonable care of your possessions. If you leave your bag in a cafe and it's stolen, your claim may be denied. Always keep valuables secure and follow policy guidelines. Travel insurance generally excludes coverage for losses caused by war, civil unrest, or participation in riots. If you travel to a country experiencing conflict, your policy may not protect you. Always check government travel advisories and your policy's exclusions before heading to high-risk destinations. Routine pregnancy and childbirth are usually excluded from travel insurance coverage. However, some policies may cover complications or emergencies related to pregnancy, especially in the early stages. If you're pregnant, review your policy carefully and consider specialized coverage if needed. Some travel insurance policies exclude coverage for destinations under government travel bans or advisories. If you travel to a country against official advice, your policy may not be valid. Always check the latest travel advisories and confirm your destination is covered before you go. If you're injured while participating in activities that require a license, like driving a car or riding a motorcycle without the proper documentation, your travel insurance may not cover you. Always ensure you have the correct licenses and permits for any activities you plan to do abroad. Travel insurance is designed to cover non-refundable costs, but if you receive a refund or credit from your airline or hotel, your insurance claim may be reduced or denied. Always check what refunds are available before filing a claim, and keep all documentation for your records. If you fail to follow the terms and conditions of your travel insurance policy, your claim may be denied. This includes not notifying your insurer promptly, failing to provide required documentation, or not seeking pre-approval for medical treatment. Always read your policy and follow the procedures for making a claim. With so many options available, choosing the right travel insurance policy can feel overwhelming. Start by considering your destination, planned activities, and personal health needs. Compare coverage limits, exclusions, and premiums from different providers. Don't just focus on price. Make sure the policy fits your travel plans and offers the protection you need. It's tempting to skip the fine print, but understanding your policy's details is crucial. Pay attention to coverage limits, deductibles, and exclusions. If anything is unclear, ask your insurer for clarification. Knowing exactly what's covered and what isn't can save you from surprises if you need to make a claim. If you have any pre-existing medical conditions, it's essential to declare them when purchasing travel insurance. Failing to do so can result in denied claims, even for unrelated issues. Some insurers offer coverage for pre-existing conditions if you meet certain requirements, so always be honest and thorough in your application. Knowing how to file a claim is just as important as having coverage. Most insurers require prompt notification of any incidents, along with supporting documentation like receipts, police reports, or medical records. Keep copies of all paperwork and follow your insurer's instructions carefully to ensure a smooth claims process. Good record keeping is essential when it comes to travel insurance. Save all receipts, booking confirmations, and correspondence related to your trip. If you need to make a claim, having detailed documentation will make the process faster and increase your chances of approval. If you experience an emergency or need to make a claim, contact your insurer as soon as possible. Most companies have 24/7 hotlines for assistance. Be prepared to provide your policy number, details of the incident, and any supporting documents. Quick communication can help resolve issues and get you the support you need. Every travel insurance policy has limits on how much it will pay for different types of claims. These can include maximum payouts for medical expenses, baggage loss, or trip cancellation. Make sure you know your policy's limits and consider whether they're sufficient for your needs, especially if you're traveling with expensive items or to high-cost destinations. A deductible is the amount you must pay out of pocket before your insurance coverage kicks in. Different policies have different deductible amounts, and some claims may have separate deductibles. Understanding these costs can help you budget for emergencies and avoid surprises if you need to make a claim. Many insurers offer optional add-ons or upgrades to enhance your travel insurance coverage. These can include coverage for adventure sports, higher baggage limits, or cancel for any reason policies. Consider your travel plans and decide if any add-ons are worth the extra cost for added peace of mind. If you travel frequently, you may want to consider an annual travel insurance policy instead of buying coverage for each trip. Annual policies can be more cost-effective and convenient, but they may have different coverage limits or exclusions. Compare both options to find the best fit for your travel habits. Traveling with family adds extra considerations. Many insurers offer family policies that cover children at no extra cost or provide group discounts. Check the age limits and coverage details for each family member and make sure everyone is included in the policy. Older travelers may face higher premiums or more exclusions, especially for medical coverage. Some insurers specialize in policies for seniors, offering tailored benefits and higher coverage limits. If you're an older traveler, compare policies carefully and look for plans that meet your specific health and travel needs. Business travelers often have unique needs, such as coverage for work equipment or last-minute changes. Some insurers offer specialized business travel policies that include coverage for laptops, documents, and even replacement staff. If you travel for work, look for policies designed for business travelers. Students studying abroad or traveling for education may need specialized travel insurance. These policies often include coverage for tuition fees, study interruptions, and emergency evacuation. If you're a student, check if your school requires specific coverage and compare student-focused policies. Travel insurance can provide valuable protection and peace of mind, but it's important to understand exactly what's covered and what's not. Always read your policy, declare any pre-existing conditions, and keep thorough documentation. Choose a policy that fits your travel plans and personal needs. With the right coverage, you can focus on enjoying your trip, knowing you're prepared for the unexpected.